Victor records this tape for Sarah, Wendell, and Charlie, and says if you're watching, it means I couldn't do it. He turns it off and checks something on the map, gets out a MRAP, takes his beer, throws it empty, and goes on foot. He has reached somewhere and finds a kitty. An approaching undead falls on an obstacle and is self-killed. He hands up as a man is showing his gun. He says, I'm aware that seeing my face and hearing my voice, the trigger will be pulled, maybe involuntarily. You still talk a lot, Daniel says. He shoots an undead behind him. He invites him inside for a safe conversation, takes Skidmark inside and closes the door. John is here at the crash site. He radios that Al and whatever she came here for is gone. John says she might have left due to the rain, but if he's being honest, he doesn't believe this statement. Morgan calls them. Whoever took Al took their ammo as well. They are going to load necessary things on the truck. Alicia proceeds to handle incoming undeads while he watches. June changes Lucy's dressing and gives her the next dose to lessen her pain. A nerve from inside has damage, so it'll take time to heal. She wants to learn to play the accordion. John is here and has brought some food, supplies, and a book in Charlie's book. Morgan and Alicia have gone north. John gives Lucy a gun, and they are going to leave. Victor walks on Daniel's lead. He asks, where did he get this bright bounty from? Daniel says, who are you to ask that? Victor tells him that Althea has sent him here for a plane. Daniel asks about Madison. He tells him that she and Nick are gone, but Alicia is here. He needs a plane for her and others. He asks him for a long-range radio. Morgan reports to Lucy that 31 North is blocked and there's more caution signs of radiation. Alicia is kind of blaming herself for Al since she had promised at River Mill to keep all of them safe. He says, yeah, we decided, not you. Alicia checks a nearby vehicle and its engine is still warm. They get into the forest to find out who is here. 2 undeads are growling below 2 birds in a cage. He kills them both but falls himself. Someone kills it and she asks for his entire clothes. She asks him to breathe as less as he can. He wants his stick back. As she pulls her gun at him, Alicia attacks her and asks her about Al. She doesn't know about her. She gets up and asks her. She tells that there's 2 pressurized water reactors 13 miles north of here. One of them's cooling system has failed. Last year it melted and killed a lot of workers who were working inside. Her name is Grace and Morgan trusts her. He takes a shower. She asks him to scrub his body, clean his nails, and wedding ring as well. She has given him new clothes. Grace says that he'll be okay. She wants her gun back. Grace says that she can help, but after taking care of the corpse. Upon asking, Grace tells her about dosimeters, that they measure radiation levels. She asks her about those tied undeads on roads. Grace says that's not her work done. She wants Alicia to take her to the crash site. John's vehicle has gone heated up and they need to go on foot. Alicia awares them to stay away from undeads if they have 2 cylinders like dosimeters on them. They leave. They keep walking and reach a camp. They keep calling Dylan and Max. They chat about the time when June was running from John and he was looking for her. John says someone for sure lived here. There's bullet signs here, which means they fought for this place. They hear a sound and follow it, which leads them to a cabin. She peeks through and there's an undead. Victor tries to contact Lucy, Morgan, or John. Daniel says, why weren't you on that plane, Victor? He says someone had to clear the pathway for them. As Victor says that I did it for my friends, Daniel says that when you said this last time, dam exploded and my face was shot. Victor says, don't you think that people can change? Daniel says that just a few people. Daniel helps him to make contact. Morgan takes care of an undead. He asks Grace for his stick. She says, absolutely no, because wood has holes and it must be radiated. Her fences are fallen, so there's no border now. She want to fix them. Alicia says we will find Al first. Radioactive undeads are here. Morgan says that he'll get tarp and ask them to come. Alicia still doesn't move from her place. Undeads are falling into their initial defense. She can't differentiate between radioactive ones and normal undeads. While Grace and Grace are away, undeads keep crowding her. Grace finds a radioactive one, and Alicia kills hers. Night falls. Grace says you might have had an infection, and her tank is almost out of water. She picks the dosimeter. Morgan is looking at her. She asks him for help. She knew them. She used to work in the operations department in the plant. When the apocalypse started, she assigned them to keep it running. They started running out of electricity. She should have closed the plant. There's 63 of them still left. John is on the radio. He tells them that they have found a lot of radioactive ones. Grace checks for radiation levels. She says who did it might have fallen severely sick. They show her a cabin full of undeads. They might be contaminated since they were exposed. Lucy calls for Strand on Channel 9. He can't hear her, but he's here. She tells him about her location and Al's being missing. As he tells that he has found a plane and Daniel, the signal cuts and someone is at the truck. She gets outside and asks if someone is there. She proceeds towards the transmitter. It has fallen. June has found a car with keys and the tank is full as well. Lucy awares June and John about Victor's message. Undeads are here. She takes out a gun with one hand, but she's shaking to take proper aim and runs. Gets inside and closes it. Morgan gets to Alicia and asks if she's fine. She says that despite knowing about radioactive undeads, she still risked herself. She says she didn't save anyone, didn't find anything in tapes, and couldn't save Al from going missing. Morgan says that same was with me, and I was stuck somewhere. Until someone tells you, you don't know it. He tells her that you're not caged, doors are open, we aren't safe anywhere. The solution is to open the door for people's hopes and their pains. He did exactly the same. His life started anew. Grace is going to bury corpses in caves near the plant. Morgan and Alicia want to help her. They invite her to go with them after their plane comes. She says that she got exposed to alpha-emitted radiations, so she doesn't want to risk anyone. He gives her a walkie. They'll be at Channel 7 if she changes her mind. Alicia says, "You said that it's going to be difficult." June is here with Lucy. She asks where are the undeads. They are hung high over a board. Someone knows that they are here. These and roadblocks, they must be close to something. Victor must be coming with the plane. Daniel says that he'll not give him the plane since he thinks that he'll increase their difficulties. He says if he comes back again, the next bullet will be in his skull. He gets out and proceeds among undeads.